So in this video, I'm going to explain how to do full stock taking in this system. So we log in. Of course, it is done under operations, but for the argument's sake, let's use this admin. We don't need to spend much time. So we have this admin logged in. They can go to operations dashboard, and then they can go to stock taking, and then full stock taking. Now here they can select a branch which they want to do. It's already selected, so they can always select a different branch. So this is Netamind hardware. So you start searching item and adding the content that you find. Like say spokes, you are counting because here they may be located in different places. So you count, let's say 2, you keep counting. And then engine oil, maybe, no, engine oil. Okay, there is an error here. It is showing other products, but anyway, we'll fix that. We'll fix that one. Maybe you found 6, you keep counting. Then when you are counting and you come across another item, like again, like let's say spokes, maybe you find 9, and then you keep counting each. When you make an error on this one, you just cancel it like this. Then each count is independent because we are counting each product where it is. So we are going row by row, and then maybe find maybe 9. Then we find maybe 30. Yeah, and then once you are done, then this process is happening in the offline mode. Then you can also decide to have several people counting, so you can have as many devices as possible. Of course, the system will take care of it, so you don't need to worry. You can have 5 laptops and other phones counting, and each entering their own data which they find row by row. And then it doesn't matter. The system will take care of the. You cannot forget to one device because the system will take care about that. Yeah. So once you are done, now you need to merge the data. So merging the data, you click here, and then you enter the password. After entering the password, the data is merged. Now, if another one was also counting, they also merge their data independently on their device. So now the data is no longer in the offline storage. So once that is done, then you can actually view the data. You can click on full stock taking actions and then view merged data. Then you'll see the differences. Engine oil at price expected 39, found 36. Difference maybe minus 3. So merges, how many lines were added? So how many times it was counted? Yeah. So something like that. Then from there, once we are done with this one, when this is explainable, you can always edit accordingly. When this is explainable, the sector, maybe this one was damaged or ABCD happened, then you can always edit here. But this one, we need to be very careful. When we need to edit with evidence, not just editing. So if you are the one in power, it means when you edit, you know what you are doing. Otherwise, that's how we do stock taking. Then from there, there are some items that can be found on missing products. If you had some items which were indicating that they are there in the system, but you did not count them physically, the system will capture them here, and you'll be able to. It will give you a hint. These were there in the system but have not been counted. So you can actually go back and check if they are or there, unless it is a 0 quantity. But if maybe something is indicating here, is indicated here, but with some quantities greater than 0, then you can always find out, because this one is also part of the shortage if the quantity is not 0. Yeah, then from there, we can go to stock taking, is where we're actually doing stock taking. Then we can go to action and info. So action and info is where you actually rectify the results. So what does it mean? It means when you need to, when you have done full stock taking, by the end of the day, you need to replace the old stock with the newly found quantity. So it reflects the latest quantity on shelf. Then the other part, when you have the data for decision making, but you leave the system with the newest found data. So here now you need to check how many devices were there. Then the system should detect whether everything is okay before you can rectify. So just click check sync status, and then it will show you if if some device was not synced, it would have shown a pop-up which indicates that the device ABCD has not synced their data with rows with these lines, like 100 lines on ABCD. Yeah, so once this is done, then you can click proceed to rectify, then you can enter the password, and then it is rectified. It means now we have this one, they will have the latest, inventory, inventory on like it is on shelf. Yeah, so but now for decision making, whether to what to do after this stock taking, now you can download the report. Now you can no longer do stock taking on this page for this branch. So now you can actually go to action and info and download the report. This report will have also will have differences and other, but you can also download the report via history tab. So this will give them the summary, and now you can also agree on what decision to make. Full stock taking report, description, shortage value, this one. So here with description, expected, found, differences, and we actually have the actual products. We have actual products. Okay, there's also another error here. This one need to be 0. I will rectify that one. Yeah, after editing, we need to also reflect this. Yeah, so this one will actually reflect, and if we had some missing products, will be shown here, but since we're not there, then that's okay. So we can also, when we are on stock taking tab, we can actually click on this history icon, which can give us uh, the date and the branch date and how many items counted. Then we can actually view details, view stats, yeah, view details, like here, view details, and then we can actually download also the report here. We can also download the report here. Yeah, so that's how we do the full stock taking. It's very easy and it's very fast because you can have several devices logged in to do this stock taking for the same branch row by row. But by the end of the day, the system will help you to know which device has not yet merged, and then upon merging everything, then the system will allow you to rectify and indeed closing the date for further stock taking. So that's the story about full stock taking. I want to also take this opportunity to add another activity which we call uh, it's like something to do with deliverance, giving items to the branch. So what we need to do, let's say you have ordered some items and you need to give them to the branch. The best approach would be go to delivery notes, then action center, then here you select which sector are you dealing with. If you own one business, or you have one, or you have several branches, but of under one category, it's very easy. Like let's say electronics has 2 branches, for example, added in this one. They will all be displayed here. But now we need to search a product that we want to distribute. So you can actually, let's say iPhone. Okay, Redmi Note 14. You click there. And then now we are giving these items to these branches on this date, 9 July 2026. But you can, if you want to use custom date, you can click there. Then it will give you an opportunity to pick a different date. But now in this regard, we just need to distribute without changing the date. Let's use the default. So Netamind Electronics stock is indicating 70. Means this Redmi Note 14, we have 7 of these at Netamind Electronics and 0 at Novata Electronics. So we can actually give here 3, maybe here we give 10 if we are just distributing. So then now this is we have distributed that one. Then we can also go to next item, like maybe Spark 20. This one have 17. We can give me 4. This one has 0. Maybe we can give 13. Depending on how the business is going that side for that product. So you can also do several items. Maybe this one, not 14 already done. Not 14 already done. iPhone Pro Max, 17 Pro Max. Here we give maybe 6, maybe we give 15. So you keep doing that. Once you are done, if you are putting order price, you can also view the summary of the cost versus the output. You can click here and it will indicate the total cost here. But if you do not put the cost price, then it is defaulting to 0. So, but so far we have these items and this is the value. So we can actually view them here. We can Netamind, we have given 4 items and this is the value. Then we can actually download this deliver note and give them for verification at the branch. And then they should be sure that everything is right before they can actually give you a go ahead to, okay, there's another slight error here. We'll work on it. Yeah, then you give this deliver note and they can actually verify the quantities. Then well, once everything's fine, and you can actually proceed and add to the branches. So you can also view per branch the items that you have given them, and you can also edit them or delete them if you've made a mistake. You can actually click view details here, and then you find that here are the items that we gave to Neta Mind Electronics. Yeah. So these items, some are submitted, some not. So we can actually select here and submit all. So here submitting all means we add everything to the branch. What is already added not be added. So these quantities are added now to the branch. So when we go there, inventory, and we select Netamind Electronics, we should be able to find those items. So they have been, those some items were already here. So for us to view properly, let me do this. Put everything here. And then let me go to Action Center, delivery notes, then details for Netamind. When we select, I don't know, is this working? It's working. Yeah, it's working. If you made a mistake, you submitted the wrong products to a certain branch, you can actually reverse the situation. Yeah, but you need to be very careful. Yeah, so now I want to submit so that we have these quantities that we have seen here. Let me select and submit. Okay, and submit. Oh, no, it's not even before selecting. So submit. We are submitting this selected one. So now this inventory, we have those 4 items. Yeah, so here we go. Now this is how we can add. But even if we add like that, we can produce deliver note. You can also add like this, search product like iPhone Pro Max. This we have 6, we can add 15, and so on. And even after adding like this, you can actually find something to download by going to audit logs. Then from there, you can actually select the date. So the date which you made some transaction will be there, and the active date will be there. So here we are viewing on Saturday, but here today we have done something on Thursday 9. So you can click there, and you can actually take the positive. You can take the positive value added, which will be displayed like this. So we have Samsung, this one with quantity added. This one, even if that one means we added direct, still we can have some PDF like this. And then if you want to view what was subtracted on that date, you can actually click like this, and then you will be able to view. Even if something was deleted, it is also counted as subtracted. Yeah. So we can also get the Excel of this table or CSV. Yeah. So thank you for watching this video. See you in the next one.